What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shannon and this is Shannon's Garage. Okay, so on today's episode it's a bit of a mismatched kind of day really. I have roofers out here today doing the new roof and everything on the house and the workshop and everything else, so I don't know how much work I'm actually going to get done. I am going to try and get back onto the little E46 today. I've got a guy coming to pick up a set of wheels that I showed you last week. So I've had to take off the tyres and get them ready for transport. So they're ready to go. And then, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just see where today takes us. I do have somebody interested in the M52 B28 motor out of the white wrecked E39, so I'm going to probably try and get that over here to the workshop and get that motor out. Now while I'm doing that, I will also take out the front clip and everything else that I need for that AC Schnitzer Type 2 E39 that we that I had delivered here the other day. So yeah, stay tuned, crack open a coldie, and let's get down to work. Alrighty, so that's the wheels all wrapped up and ready to go. The roofers have just left. They just did a measure up today, so they're not actually working on the roof. But yeah, so now that's going to give me a little bit more time. So yeah, I'll probably get stuck straight into that E46 behind me, or I'll try and figure out a way of dragging around the E39 wreck and put that here in the workshop. Yeah, I don't know yet. Probably the E39, but we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Okay, so as you just saw, I put the E46 up on the hoist, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. I am going to clean up those coilovers that Pop Dynamite gave me, and I'm going to install those. I want to see how this little E46 looks squatted to the ground. So I'm going to give them a good clean up, let them dry up while I get the other ones out, and then put them in. So yeah, let's go from there. So here we go, pulling an original strut out of an E46. It's quite simple. Quickest way that I found to do it is to start from the bottom and then go up to the top. So in here we have a 16mm bolt holding in the sway bar link. So I generally drop those out first, and then I will clear out all these little brake lines and stuff like that. The ABS sensor modules and things like that. And then at the bottom of the strut we have a 19mm bolt which holds the entire strut in. Once that releases, the whole hub assembly will drop, and then we can go to the top and pull that out. So let's get some tools, let's get this going. Alright. Okay, that's the sway bar link out. Clear out these lines. 1, 2, 3, and that should break. Get that out of the way. And that is that. Out of all the BMWs that I work on here at Shannon's garage, I think the E46 as a car in general is probably one of the easiest to work on. So yeah, all right, let's wind down this jack a bit, see if we can get that strut out. There we have it. All right. Okay, so now that the bottom of the strut's done, we move on to the top. And there you have it. One E46 standard strut removed. Not a difficult job. Let's go get that coilover and throw it in now. All right, again, that's the top in. Now we jack this up. Put the whole lot back in. And away we go. Now that that's started, put a block of timber up underneath there and jack it up. It should slide straight into place. There we go. Just like that. Make sure that's seated. Yeah. Give it a quick zip up. And that is that. Okay, so that's both fronts now done. I didn't film the other side because you've already seen me do one side, so I didn't bother. Now it's time to start on the rear, put the wheels back on, lower this thing down, and let's see how low she sits. Let's keep going. Okay, so here we are, time to start on the rear. Now, similar to the front, you do have a shock, but your springs are standalone on the rear of an E46. So what we're going to do is drop the shock out first. All right, that will lower the suspension down, giving us enough space to get in there and pull those springs out. Now, safety first. I have seen once before, one of these springs, once the shock was let go, the spring just fly on out of there. So safety first, put a jack up underneath the rear suspension just to hold any tension that the spring might have, and then ease it down. So that way you don't go, taking your head off. So let's get that jack, put it up underneath, and then we'll get going. All right, so now that that's holding tension, what we need to do now, get the good old Makita impact. God, I love this thing. This thing is absolutely a weapon. All right, let's get going. And as easy as that, she comes out. Now, let me get on the top. All right. There you have it. One standard E46 shock. Now let's lower down this jack and let's see if we can get these springs out nice and easy. All right. Well, this one's not coming out all that easy. So what I'm going to have to do is drop the sway bar, and then it should just fall straight out. So let me get up underneath the car and get that done. Now you probably won't be able to see me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press pause here. I'll get the sway bar out, and then we'll get going again. All right. Stay tuned. Okay. So the sway bar links are out. Now hopefully we can get enough leverage on this thing and we'll lever it out. So let's try. And just like that, an E46 spring is now out. So let's go get those coilovers, throw those in. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice straight away is the height difference in these springs. That is a complete coilover with adjustable bottom hat, so that way you can adjust the right height of it, versus a standard spring. So it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to put back in. Alright, enough talking, let's get this in. Alright, so that's the spring in. Now, time to put the shock back in. Alright, time to tighten the top up again. Tighten up that one. And that is that. Simple. Alright, I'm going to get on the other side and I'll be back with you guys once I put the wheels back on. See you soon. Okay, so there you have it. Coilover installation on an E46 sedan. Nice and easy, nice and quick. And as you can see behind me, it makes a drastic difference to the look of the vehicle. Nice and low, She's nice and stand, she's got a little bit of camber, so she's gonna handle a lot better on the road. She's gonna feel a lot more comfortable on the road, and it's just gonna make driving it all that much nicer. But in saying that, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Yeah, the afternoon's starting to come upon us, and I've got a few things I've got to tackle this afternoon. So that'll end it there. Now, you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if this is something you want to keep seeing more of. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Shannon's Garage Australia. And as usual, everybody, stay cool.